do need women to validate them because women do give the approval to other women that this man is valuable. Okay, so no matter your money or no matter your tax bracket, if you don't have a woman in your life to validate you, you will be rendered useless in the dating department. That's how come when you are a celebrity, you are easily validated because when people go into your dating history, they know that you have dated, very famous women. So for us women, a valid, in order for a man to be validated, we have to look at your past history. What type of woman have you been with? So imagine if a man have been with a very beautiful woman, other women will come around because they will deem you as dateable. That's how come when there's a loner who has never had a girlfriend or who hasn't had a lot of experience with women, women do not find him attractive. So remember the popular guy in your school always get all the women because there's an attraction, okay? Women are pulled by him and attracted by him because he has a lot of women around him. Like the popular kid in your school, okay? So the popular kid in your school had a lot of women and girls being interested in him because he has been validated. If he wasn't validated by the majority of women, then he would be useless. So that's how come I'm saying that men are not validated until a woman step into their lives. If there isn't a woman in that man's life, he is not validated. That's how come in order for you to run for office, you have to be married. And the reason for that is because they don't want you to be sleeping around with just any woman. They need a woman to validate you so you can become a president. Not that that woman is going to make you a reliable candidate, but the validation is there, and people are sure that you're not going to be sleeping around with anyone. So that woman, her approval of being with you has validated you as someone responsible. Because how come a married a man, when they come to the job market, they respect people who are married, people who are wearing the ring because they are deemed as reliable and how you call it, responsible. So meaning, if a woman is this powerful to give you the approval to run for office or to get the best, well, not the best job, but for whomever is interviewing you to deem you as responsible because you have a family, then it's all come from a woman. Okay, so definitely do not get mad with what I'm saying that women do validate men. Okay, and the more, if you are running around with a beautiful woman, don't be surprised if the next girl you date is beautiful as well. Okay, the next girl you date will be beautiful in heart because you are dating hot woman, and she will say, well, I don't mind being with him. The girl he was with is even hotter than me, so I am his type. So your type is determined by the type of woman that validates you, in one word. So the women that validate you are definitely your type. And it's going to come like this. If you're attracted, women come in all shape and size, and why not? So your type is going to validate you, and you're going to attract those type of women because once they get to know you, they say, well, this is the woman he has been dating. He's attracted to this type. That's how come the richest man in Babylon, well, I'm not referring to the book, by the way. There's a book called The Richest Man in Babylon, and I have it. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm just using that analogy, meaning the richest man in town. I would like to say the richest man in Babylon. You go to a restaurant and you sit there alone, but you want a validation. You want a woman to validate you. If you go to the restaurant with an arm candy, other woman that comes to that restaurant will validate you. Well, he must be someone, he must be a good man. He must be a reliable man. So that's like a woman attracted to men who are in relationship because they are already validated. Okay, the fact that these men are validated, these other women are attracted to them because they're like, well, you know, he's already in a relationship. He is responsible. He's taking care of this woman. He's taking care of his family. So why not? I think he's attractive. So you are deemed attractive because of the validation that the other woman you are with gave you in the eyes of other women. We take this very seriously. Okay, we take it seriously when a man is dateable. You are deemed not dateable by us if you are a loner. And it's hard because some people are definitely a loner. They're not a loner, okay? They're not the type that will date multiple women. or they're shy around women, and that's how come the popular boy in school attracts more women and the less popular doesn't. Okay, because he's shy and he's afraid to approach women. He doesn't have any form of validation. So if women do not validate you, we don't want you. So we need another woman to validate you. Your friend group's validation means nothing because they are men. Okay, if there isn't a woman out there validating you, giving you value, okay, we are not interested in you. We need to know what type of woman you go down with. Uh-huh. We need to know that you are dateable. We don't want you to be, not that your first girlfriend. That is another story and another topic. But I'm talking about an adult man going into the beauty department or the dating market, right? If you don't have another woman validating you, giving you value, we don't want you. Even if you just broke up, women compete with each other. We want to compare ourselves with your ex. How did she looks like? Okay, because we want to make sure we look better than her, but not that much. If you dated, a woman that is completely different than us, then we might look down on you. Like, well, I am the best he ever had. Women are that superficial, but in order for us to be as dateable, like to in order for us to waste our time on you, you need to be validated by another woman. So you men out there with the high ego, the mighty one, the one that celebrates, celibate by choice or not, most of them, it's hard to find a man who's celibate because if you want to tell me you're celibate, then I need to know, are your hands working? Okay, well, I know someone told me last time, do I have lotion? Is this ashiness? No. And I told them that these hands were not ashy. It's just because my complexion changes, it's summertime. That's what I said. But I'm talking about men. When you say you're celibate, are you celibate by choice or you're celibate by default because you cannot get a woman? Well, if you are lonely, women don't want you. Okay, that's how come players always get away with women. I am not advocating for every man to become players, but I'm just saying that women are attracted to men that are validated by other women. That's what I'm saying. And then someone might say, well, that's how come men are players. They don't want to get serious with you guys because of this and because of that. Yeah, you guys may be players and players get the most women, fine. But the women out there who want responsible men, everybody don't want players, okay? The women out there who want, the an attractive man. So we all have our preference, and our preference is based on who you are, the person that you are, what you bring to the table in terms of your mind, sometimes it can be your income. There's some superficial women that cares about what a man makes, and there are some other women that don't care about what you make. They only care about the value you bring into their lives. Okay, so we all have preferences. I don't think a woman should be bashed because of her preference. No, no woman should be bashed because she preferred the richest man in Babylon. No, or the poorest man. We all have preferences, and I don't like to judge what women prefer or not. But I'm trying to say that no matter how rich you think you are as a man, you need a woman to validate you, okay? You need us, the female gender, the gender of the female, okay, to validate you so you can move on with your life at ease with other women, okay? So you can play this territory. If I'm in play, I'm not saying you should turn into a player. That's not what I'm saying, okay? I'm just moving back so you guys can see my shoes. Sometimes I like to like throw some fashion for you guys. What do you think of my shoes? I know. Look, I dress up like this, so I need to show off what I'm wearing. Now, let's get back. Like I say, men claim they're celibate because they don't want to deal with women. They don't like the way of us, the way of women. This is not a battle of the sexes. Okay, we all need to get along so we're all living in the same space. So we need to get along, okay? We cannot become enemies just because men like to throw that around. But I think it's sad because a man cannot live without a woman, okay? But a woman can live without a man. Yeah, a man cannot live without a woman, but a woman can live without a man. And a man needs a woman to validate him in the dating market. That's the whole truth. You guys don't like it. I get it. But that's the whole truth. A man needs a woman to validate him in the dating market. The woman you date might facilitate for you to get other women in the future. So make the right choices, okay? Make the right choices. Go for the smart one. And if you like the superficial one, go for them too. I'm not here to judge you. You can go for whatever you want. But I'm just saying that I want you to know that without us, you cannot be validated in the dating market. Sorry, a president need a wife in order for him to become a president. There are certain of high positions that a man cannot occupy if he's not married, and that is due to a validation. A woman validates him as a responsible man, isn't it? All right. So, what am I saying? I'm not encouraging the how you call it, the player, the player, how you call it. I'm not encouraging men to become players. Okay, you see, when I talk fast, I lose my train of thought. I'm not encouraging men to become players. Do you understand? I'm here to say that without us, you cannot be validated. Okay, you cannot be validated without us. You just need to know that. Don't hate on us. You need to appreciate who we are as women. Okay, and the value we bring to your lives. That's how come, like a woman, do not lead with your sexuality. You need to lead with your brain, because if you lead with your sexuality, one day you're going to get old, and that sexual attraction or your sex appeal is going to diminish. And when it happens, what are you going to lead with? You should always lead with your brain. If you want to catch man, the big fish, you need to lead with your brain. You cannot go out there talking like a fool just because your breast is big or your booty is bigger than the next girl. Okay? And by the way, the richest men in Babylon, they don't like women with a lot of junk in the trunk, because they are very busy. They don't want to struggle. Damn it. They don't like the struggle, okay? I'm not saying that women will be behind. It's a struggle for men. The men will say, well, if you don't know how to use it, it's a struggle. You're right. I get it. So, uh, what I'm saying is that men that claim they're celibate because they don't like to deal with women, because they don't want to be validated by women, I have a question for you guys. Is, do you use your left or your right hand? Yeah, I'm going to be petty. I'm sorry. You know my nature. You know my nature. So, do you like to use your left or your right hand? Are you celibate by default or are you celibate by choice? And if you claim you're celibate, what type of celibacy? Because there is a stain of celibacy, okay? There are real celibacy whereby you don't even use your hands. You know what I mean? Left or right? You tell me. I'm not a man. I'm not going to tell you guys what you guys do behind closed doors with your oil, okay? I might, how do you call it? So, petty. Petty is the name of the game. It's okay. I mean, I'm too kind. I can't be petty. I'm a little bit on the rear aspect of things, okay? I'm not trying to be super petty just because I'm just on the rear aspect of things. So, huh? Now, let's talk about this. If you claim you're celibate because you don't want to deal with women, answer my question in this comment. Leave your comment below and tell me what type of celibacy you practice. But enough of the day, you need to know that women validate men. Okay?